The 96th Academy Awards put a punctuation mark on an eventful awards season as the 1-2 blockbuster punch of Oppenheimer and Barbie looked to end their months-long feud, with Barbie the box office winner and Oppenheimer the favorite at most award shows. It was a night to remember and cherish. Join us as we take a look at the most viral moments from the 2024 Academy Awards. Let's begin, shall we? Number 1. Ryan Gosling brings the Kenergy. America's number 1 Ken. The Barbie star Ryan Gosling, who was also nominated for Best Supporting Actor and presented a tribute to stunt performers with Emily Blunt, brought the house down with his performance of I'm Just Ken, one of 2 nominated Barbie songs. In a shimmering hot pink tuxedo, backed by some of his co-stars including Simu Liu, Kingsley Ben-Adir, Scott Evans, Ncuti Gatwa, and a bevy of handsome men in tuxes, he danced and sang his heart out. Gosling roamed into the audience, getting Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, America Ferrera, and Emma Stone briefly on the mic. He was held aloft and spun as giant Barbie face cutouts twirled around him. The song's co-writer and co-producer Mark Ronson played guitar on stage, as did Slash from Guns N' Roses and Wolfgang Van Halen, who had all played on the original recording. If the Oscars wanted a viral video moment, they sure got it, even though it had been announced in advance. Number 2, What Was I Made For? Winning an Oscar, apparently. Still, it wasn't Gosling's power ballad that took the original song Oscar. That went to another meaningful number from Barbie, Billie Eilish, and Phineas O'Connell's What Was I Made For? Their performance during the ceremony was equally a crowd pleaser. And the win has double significance because it made the songwriter the youngest person ever to win a second Oscar. They'd previously won for their work on the title track of the James Bond movie No Time to Die. Number 3, Barris Presentation by John Cena. As everyone put so much thought into what they're going to wear to the Oscars, John Cena knew what he wasn't going to wear for one of the night's funniest bits. After recalling the Oscar streaker incident, Kimmel tried to pointedly set up a recreation. It was at this point that Cena poked his head around a piece of the set and said he didn't feel comfortable doing it. We know this because after he refused, Kimmel just sent him out to announce the nominees. Totally starkers. That folded bit of paper was certainly working its hardest to make sure that his naughty bits were nice enough for television. Luckily, by the time the nomination video finished rolling, Kimmel had him dressed elegantly in a curtain, I guess. Number 4, Best Jabs on behalf of Barbenheimer. The months-long feud between Barbie and Oppenheimer spilled onto the Oscars stage as Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling came out to honor all the hardworking stuntmen and women who helped bring the action alive on the big screen. It all started with a frosty hello from Gosling, which Blunt immediately called out. He said he was just glad the rivalry between their respective films was over, to which Blunt happily agreed.
That we can finally put this Barbenheimer rivalry behind us.
That's right. That's right. Here's
The
Ken
rivalry
and Kitty,
between their respect.
just leaving all that fodder in the dust, guys, right?
After all, the way this award season's turned out wasn't that much of a rivalry. As the audience responded to that burn, Gosling set up his retort, telling her he figured out why the double ticket was dubbed Barbie. The way this award season's turned out wasn't that. Well, I think you guys are at the tail end of that because you were riding Barbie's coattails all summer, he quipped. After a pause, Blunt responded, "Thanks for Ken-splaining that to me." Things then got dirty and even funnier when Blunt called out, "All right, Mr. I need to paint my abs on to get nominated. You don't see Robert Downey doing that." Dirty and even funnier.
Paint my abs on
All
to
right,
get
Mr. I
nominated.
need
You
to
don't see Robert Downey doing that.
You're kidding.
Robert
You're
Downey
kidding.
did not paint his abs on to
This
get
is insane, Emily. This has got to stop. We have to squash this.
Their joint appearance also worked as a great promo for their upcoming joint project, The Fall Guy, which perhaps not so ironically has to do with stunts. Number 5, Winners Everywhere. Brought back for only the second time ever after a 15-year hiatus, the Oscars brought back 5 and Oscar winners for each of the main acting nominee with a poignant introduction before welcoming one of them to their ranks. Mary Steenburgen, Lupita Nyong'o, Jamie Lee Curtis, Rita Moreno, and Regina King were first up, introducing the nominees for Best Supporting Actress, which ultimately went to Davine Joy Randolph.
Oscar win and nomination.
I didn't think I was supposed to be doing this as a career, she admitted, crediting her mother with pushing her to pursue this dream. For so long, I've always wanted to be different, she told the audience through tears. And now I realize I just need to be myself, and I thank you. I thank you for seeing me. For Best Supporting Actor, the audience welcomes Sam Rockwell, Tim Robbins, Ke Huy Quan, Christoph Waltz, and Mahershala Ali. While introducing Robert De Niro, Robbins hilariously slipped up and called him Oscar-winning instead of Oscar-nominated. De Niro will have to settle for enjoying the 2 Oscars he's previously won, so Robbins wasn't technically wrong. For enjoying, as this one went to Robert Downey Jr. after thanking his wife and his terrible childhood and the Academy, in that order. Here's my little secret. I needed this job more than it needed me, he said of Oppenheimer. I stand here before you a better man because of it. What we do is meaningful, and the stuff we decide to make is important. Here's my little secret. I needed this. Number 6. The Oscar for Best Actor goes to... Next up was the powerhouse lineup of Nicolas Cage, Matthew McConaughey, Brendan Fraser, Ben Kingsley, and Forrest Whitaker to introduce the Best Actor nominees. And Forrest Whitaker, like Fraser before him, Cillian Murphy enjoyed his first nomination and win in the same year. Murphy's Oscar follows a hugely successful awards season, where he picked up a Golden Globe, SAG Award, and BAFTA for his performance. Murphy's Oscar. We made a film about the man who created the atomic bomb. Golden Globe, and for better or for worse, we're all living in Oppenheimer's world, Murphy said. So, I would like to dedicate this to the peacemakers everywhere. Number 7. Emma Stone wins as her dress tears. It was the stuff of an Oscar winner's nightmare. As Emma Stone walked on stage to accept the Best Actress award for her turn in Poor Things, she motioned to the other Best Actress winners on stage, including her bestie Jennifer Lawrence, to help with her Louis Vuitton gown, which seemed to be ripping. Stone handled it with grace, joking, "Oh boy, my dress is broken. I think it happened during I'm Just Ken." To help with her Louis Vuitton ripping speech, in which Stone handled it with grace, director, joking, Yorgos Lanthimos, "Oh boy, and other colleagues," she told the crowd, "Don't look at the back of my dress," and turned to walk off stage, one hand over the noticeable rip. Number 8. Messi at the Oscars? For many, the highlight, though, was the appearance of Messi, the breakout star of Anatomy of a Fall and a very good boy. Was the appearance. In fact, Messi's appearance was in question up to the start of the show, making this a truly exciting reveal. And Messi didn't stop with just that appearance, actually offering a crowd reaction shot later in the broadcast. If you were impressed with Messi in the film, you will believe a dog can clap. Number 9. Action shot later in the broadcast. Kimmel calls out crowd over snub. After guest starring in Barbie in a scene we must have all missed, Jimmy Kimmel came out to start the show proud over snub. He did not hold back with his monologue, setting the tone right away by thanking the crowd for their partial standing ovation.
Both already won something much more important, the genetic lottery.
He then turned on them when they gave a full and rapturous applause after he singled out Greta Gerwig and noted the controversy around her non-nomination as Best Director. As the crowd roared, Kimmel turned on them. "I know you're clapping, but you're the ones who didn't vote for her, by the way. Don't act like you had nothing to do with this." He praised Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling as well, reminding them that even if they don't win Oscar Gold tonight, you've both already won something much more important, the genetic lottery. Number 10. Al Pacino's Sorta announces Best Picture Al Pacino, made for a somewhat befuddling and anticlimactic Best Picture presenter. He shambolically walked us through his process of opening the envelope, explaining, "Here it comes," to laughter from the crowd. "And my eyes see Oppenheimer," he said. The cheers that usually accompany such an announcement were at first tentative, given Pacino's lack of declaration. It was only once the music started to play that it felt like we dodged a potential Moonlight, La La Land mix-up.
Yes, Emma Thomas, Charles Roman. What happened?
Oppenheimer was indeed the winner. It was only Pacino who wasn't so sure. And that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed the content, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. To stay updated on future uploads, be sure to click the notification bell. Feel free to share this video with your friends and family. Do share your thoughts and feedback in the comments section. Looking forward to catching you again in the next video.